Back in 2012, 5 dedicated YouTube creators came together to create what would be one of the most successful groups ever. But what if I told you one was a highly controversial and disrespectful freak? Today on the Documentaries channel, we'll explore who the Pals were, how they became popular, and what exactly happened to each member. Starting with Dennis. Dennis, also known as Dennis Daly, was born June 5th, 1996 in Canada. He is widely recognized for his Roblox content and friendly demeanor, but before this he ran a Minecraft channel called Congo Boom, where he would post content with another Pals member known as Call. But he would later transition into the Pals collaboration channel, which allowed his main channel to become incredibly successful within the Roblox community. This, along with his dedication and hard work, led to a net gain of over 9 million subscribers. This was before losing it all and his career becoming irrelevant. He would get lazy, stop trying, and the content became boring, leading to a sad ending to a Roblox legend's amazing run on the platform. He has still not uploaded to this day, which is exactly what Sub is good at. Dylan, known online as Sub or Sub-Zero Extrabyte, is a 26-year-old English YouTuber who creates Minecraft and Roblox content using text-to-speech commentary. He was also a member of the Pals, and he would actually co-found the channel with Sketch. Sub was notable for showing his face only once during a live stream. But before the Pals, Sub collaborated with other YouTubers like Skydoes Minecraft and initially ran a channel called Maya Toots, which later became Sub-Zero Extrabyte. He would also create Minecraft animations with Sketch before the channel evolved into a collaboration platform. In addition to his main channel, Sub started Sub's World and Sub's Blocks World for Minecraft and Roblox guides, but he would stop posting on all 3 channels in 2022. But what exactly happened? Well, after the group disbanded, content got boring. He'd given up on creating videos as it worked better for his content, leading to him abandoning the little career prospects he had left. However, the same definitely didn't apply to Sketch, who appeared more popular after leaving the group. Elijah Peter Best, aka Sketch, is a 26-year-old American YouTuber from Massachusetts who focuses on Roblox content, but also initially made a combination of dares, Q&As, and Minecraft videos. Sketch gained popularity for his Roblox gameplay, especially in games like Piggy and Mad City, and in 2021, Sketch and Bandy launched the game Fish Game. Inspired by the Netflix series Squid Game, the game would achieve significant success, surpassing 1.4 billion visits, with Sketch handling the creation of objects and Bandy scripting. This, along with his consistent uploads, improvement, and hard work long after the group ended, has allowed Sketch to maintain the most successful career of the group. But Call didn't get the memo and acted in a way that disbanded the entire group. On the 20th of July 1998, Brandon Reed Walsh was born in Canada, but it wasn't until he turned 18 years old that he went by the name Call. He had an interest in video games, but specifically Minecraft, that, paired with an entertaining personality, would be the ultimate recipe for success. And shortly after making the channel, he found a friend group of creators creating similar content. They were called the Pals, consisting of Dennis, Sketch, Alex, Sub, and most importantly, Call. The group began uploading Minecraft roleplay videos together. While Call created his channel on the 12th of March 2016, the group was so successful that by the 28th of July, he had already passed 100,000 subscribers. But this wasn't all, as his content was so enjoyable that by September of that very year, he would amass over 200,000. Eventually, the Pals broadened their content. They switched their primary game to one that was rapidly rising in popularity, Roblox. During this time, all of the members' channels blew up at almost never before seen speed. Less than a year after creating his channel, Call had passed 500,000 subscribers, and by the 11th of February 2018, he would pass 1 million. And while Call's success was fast and massive, his fall from stardom was nothing short of bizarre. After becoming one of the most popular creators in the Roblox scene, Call had grown resentful about his success. Deep down, he didn't actually want what he had built. It all came to him incredibly quickly, and this anger seemed to be the catalyst behind the tweets that started his rapid downfall. On the 20th of February 2019, Call would post a series of controversial and rude tweets. The first stated, "Saving children, making ad money. Glad so many of you see it this way." This was in response to the YouTube adpocalypse, and on its own would have been a pretty funny tweet. However, However, the way he handled the backlash and responded to his young fans was no laughing matter, as a fan of the Pals and Call named Tiff responded in a less positive way. She said, "Wait, so you're saying that because someone has an opinion that you don't like, doesn't have higher education? You don't need an education to have an opinion." It was clear that the fan didn't understand what she said, but Call was a fully grown adult who should have known better. Instead, he responded in immature, impulsive, and disrespectful manner, making her extremely upset. "You probably should have left the Pals fandom because you were 17 years old consuming content made for 6 to 12-year-olds. Cole's response indicated a complete lack of gratitude towards the fan and zero social awareness. However, matters got even worse when Tiff made another tweet in response, venting about her frustrations with the group. "This is why I left the Pals fandom. Too much shade, and now one of the Pals members making not needed drama over YouTube ads." Now, this tweet wasn't great from Tiffany's part, but keep in mind, she's 17 and has been a fan of Call for most of her childhood. And when this is taken into account, you realize how harsh and unneeded Call's response really was. He replied saying, "Cringe," to which Tiff shared how much of a fan she really was beforehand, stating, "You probably didn't see the tweet, but I spent over $100 on my senior school jersey to have the Pals written on the back of it. Honestly, I'm shaking my head." After this occurred, many prominent Roblox creators had Tiff's back. Kaneko Kitten and Nixter V called out Call as disrespectful and irresponsible. However, it didn't really matter, as Call's supporters took matters into their own hands, sending death threats and encouraging her to commit. Therefore, it was no surprise that Dennis's friends were forced to not only respond, but kick him out of the group over his unacceptable tweets. Dennis Daly released a video statement explaining how he and the other members of the Pals had to let go of their personal friendship with Call over these terrible actions.
So, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about what happened recently on Twitter regarding some statements that Coral made. We wanted to make this video to lay out the truth of the situation as clearly as we can. So with that being said, it's true. Going forwards, Coral will no longer be a part of the Pals.
And unsurprisingly, Dennis didn't have any excuse for Call's choices and had no other option than to kick him and disband their many-year-long friendship as a result.
A few days ago, Coral was incredibly rude to a fan on Twitter publicly, and he said some things that we as a group, as well as a lot of the community, felt was completely unacceptable. When we saw what he said, we were all shocked.
While Call's behavior was abhorrent, bizarre, and ungrateful, what happened after he left the internet permanently appeared even weirder. After over 5 months of inactivity, Call made a return to his Twitter account with a series of posts of him standing holding a shotgun. People were concerned that this was in some way a threat to the other Pals members. However, retrospectively, it was most likely a troll, as he'd delete the tweets shortly after, and no evidence of the contrary exists. And as for Alex, otherwise known as Crafted, things aren't looking so good either, with less frequent uploads, barely getting 100k views, and little to no activity on his social medias. It ultimately sums up the story of the Pals. They had a massive rise, but ultimately split up, causing nearly each person to fall with it. The Pals were at one point one of the most successful creators in the Roblox scene. However, due to a series of unfortunate events, many have become just a shell of what they once were, whether it be complete laziness, callousness, or an intentional choice to give up. They were all given an opportunity at what is a dream career to many before giving up forever. Each creator and how they destroyed their empires is a testament to how what people want on the surface doesn't line up to their true desires. It shows that not everyone wants money, fame, and power, and often it takes getting all of that to realize what you actually want. But as always, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe. And if you want to watch something similar to this, click the video on screen now.